I want to start this video off today with a little bit of an apology. So many of you guys that are watching this right now may have noticed, if you've come to our website recently, that it wasn't there. And I deeply want to apologize for that, because what happened was there was a period where all of our websites were actually deleted. So if you came to any of our sites during that time and there wasn't a site there, I'd like to deeply apologize to you for that and any inconveniences that may have caused you. Whether it was accessing the site or your training programs, all of it now has been restored. As we know with the internet, sometimes things can happen and our sites were deleted. So I'd like to apologize for that. Now, on a positive note, we are going to transition today into the content for the day. And what we're going to talk about today is talking about title. It's a very interesting thing when doing tax liens and deeds, is you have to do proper title work. So today we're going to talk about 3 different ways of doing title. We're going to talk about, when you buy your tax deed, do you either A, clear the title yourself, B, hire a lawyer to do it, or C, use a company like Tax Title Services to do it. So I'm going to bring in our my co-video host of the day here. I'm going to bring in Mr. Josh Blanchard. You ready to go, Josh?
All right.
How you doing?
Good job.
As you can see, we're
Nice shirt.
Nice shirt too. I like that. So Josh, tell us a little bit about title and what these guys can do to really clear title fast, and maybe the pros and cons of the different strategies.
Definitely. I think it's important to note as well, what is your exit strategy? So a lot of people, they might not actually even end up needing to quickly clear title. That's more so if you want to sell the property, or you want to, if you're comfortable renting it out, then you could just rent it out for years and not even get clear title. But if you're looking to leverage your money, say get a loan quickly or get clear title so you can sell it, then that is something you're going to want to do. So yeah, like you said, there's 3 different ways. You can go with the company. So one of the best and most well-known companies is Tax Title Services. And so you're looking at probably about $2,000.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a premium, but they're going to work efficiently and quickly to get that resolved. They have times of say up to 60 days, between 60 and 90 days. So if you want to get it done as quickly as possible with the least amount of hassle, they'll get working on that right away. So for instance, in Philadelphia, we're looking to get a loan quickly on a property. So we bought the property, and then quickly and immediately we got that sent to Tax Title Services. So they start looking through all of the county's documents, looking to make sure that everyone who has an interest has been notified. Because sometimes the county won't do their due diligence, or maybe the attorneys won't do their due diligence. And you actually will go a tax sale where not everybody's been notified. So imagine a terrible situation where you buy a property, right? And it's supposed to be free and clear. And then maybe a month or 2 months down the road, you find out that one of the mortgage holders was not notified. And so maybe there's a $70,000 loan on a property and they're not notified. So now they come after you. Now there's going to be banks that are aggressive and some that are easygoing, not aggressive. So the aggressive banks will come after you, and that's when you're in a tough situation. So Tax Title Services will be able to pull all that information up. They'll let you know if there's anything that's a serious problem. So a bank not being notified would be a serious problem, and then you'll have to deal with that. So that might make or break your deal, which is why it's important to do all of your due diligence on the front end. But let's say a situation where everyone's been notified and it's a clear case. So they'll take that for you, and then they'll actually, once everything is done, they'll look it over, approve it, and they'll send it to one of their title companies that they work with. Okay. So for instance, in Philadelphia, it might be Boston National Title. And then they'll give you a title insurance policy way quicker than anybody else would. As an example, in Philadelphia, nobody wants to give you a title policy at least, they'll want at least a year to go, and then they'll give you a title policy. So a lot of people, a lot of our investors, if they bring all of their money to the table and buy this property, they don't want their money tied up. So they'll want to take that out quickly, in which case you'd want to go with Tax Title Services, get that title policy. But if you're okay just waiting, you could wait a year and just rent the property out.
So you could wait a year, you could rent the property out, or like some people that are watching, if you're on an extreme budget, right? Like say folks that are maybe have $500 to $1,000, then in this case, might not be worth it for you to spend that money with tax title services. So
Right.
one of the things that you could do is you could clear that title on your own.
Exactly.
So this process of clearing it on your own is going to take you a little bit longer. It's going to be a little more labor intensive. But like if they buy a property, maybe it's worth $5,000 and you get it for $500 or $1,000, and you could even do like a 1-hour call with an attorney for a few $100 and just have them, guide you in the right spot. Or there's plenty of resources online that can teach you how to do it. So that could be definitely another option there.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always the economical ways that you can do things. Is that a smile, Corey?
Yeah. We'll keep going. We don't need to edit this.
There's always economical ways. It's just about putting in the work.
Yeah.
And what's incredible is once you figure out how to do it, you're going to know exactly how to do it, and it's going to come quicker and easier. But it's always going to have a steep learning curve at the beginning. The information is out there, though. And essentially what you want to do is notify everybody, negotiate. You're going to work with the county to get everything wiped. Now, a tax sale is going to wipe everything, but you kind of have to prove that and then show that everything was done properly. And then, of course, there's another way, which is just hire a real estate attorney. But I've heard of price ranges of up to $4,000. So tax title service is going to be way less than that, but they don't actually work in every county. So you want to check their website and make sure that they work in the county that you are in. If not, you're going to have to deal with either a real estate attorney or do it on your own.
Excellent. So thanks a lot, Josh. I want to thank everybody for watching today. And once again, apologize for those sites being down. If you guys had any trouble, they're back up now. Password is brand new. And once again, keep an eye on your inbox because we're going to be sending out a lot of great new training here coming up. And excited to just keep giving you guys the best content we can and continue to lead the industry as far as tax lien and deed education. And we'll see you in the next video. Josh, thanks a lot. And you're going to see a lot more of us here real soon.
High fives.
High fives.
Yeah.
See you guys.